hunt hungry.
What's the craziest thing storm chasing wise that you've ever been a part of or seen or,
Well, for those who have no idea who I am, I used to storm chase professionally. I did that for 4 years as a full-time job. Now I'm just a weather forecaster here in Arkansas. So, but I traveled all over the country. We've done blizzards, tornadoes, hurricanes. The craziest experience I've ever had, I think, I've had some really close calls with tornadoes, but I feel like I've always kind of kept my bearings on that. But I intercepted Hurricane Ian in Punta Gorda, Florida, like on the beach. And it was a Category 5 in the ocean. It didn't make landfall as a Category 5. It's close. That was probably the craziest and scary experience that I've ever been through. Because, there was some real concern for surge, like storm surge, water coming up on land. And there's good potential that we could have been stranded. I'm glad we weren't. The worst of the surge was in Fort Myers. But that was the strongest wind I've ever experienced in person. Sustained winds well over 130, 140 miles an hour. It was insane. Longest night of my life. But we got incredible footage. And as the job goes, man, you're there to document the storm. That's the basis of it when it comes to hurricanes. It's coming. There is no, well, it might be here, it was there. And I'd say that was probably the craziest. I had some serious considerations of leaving right before I got there because I was scared.
Yeah. Hurricane coming at you. Yeah. I would have been out of there.
I've done 3 majors, Hurricane Ida, Hurricane Ian, and Hurricane Idalia. So I've been through 3 majors, and I really couldn't care less if I ever do it again, but I've done it 3 times. So I might do it again one of these days.
So most kids sit around, and think about, it'd be an awesome job. We grew up with Twisters, like Twisters was a popular movie, So everybody, man, that's awesome. But then so when do you go, you know what, I've had enough of this after 4 years. I'm leaving. I'm done with this.
Well, I loved my job. Really, really enjoyed it. But I have 2 little kiddos, two little boys. Yeah. And so the last year that I did it, I really started to miss some stuff, and it really started bothering me. If you're single with no kiddos, dream job. I guess if you're single and your wife, if you're married and your wife is cool with it. My wife was very cool with it. Never once ever doubted me. Never once stopped supporting me. This was completely my decision. And as a matter of fact, I was in Iowa, and in 2024, in April of 2024, and I saw a real big tornado in Iowa. It was a great day, great success, great forecast. And on the way home, I spoke with my son on the phone. I missed a T-ball game. And he couldn't care less about that tornado. He wanted to talk to me about his T-ball game, and it broke my heart that I wasn't there. And from that moment on, I was never the same. The same. It took me a while to kind of get out of the funk. And, I had to make some moves, man. People in Arkansas and, in other places too, just kind of knew me as a storm chaser. So it was kind of scary to transition to a forecaster, which really wasn't my forte. I'm glad I did. It's worked well for me. So
it is crazy to think. I'd like to like all the guidance counselors that tell you just do something you love, you'll never work a day in your life. They just need to punch them in the face, because the things you love at 18, 19 are not the things you're going to love when you're 30 and 35 and 40. Your priorities change. So
I went one time this year. Saw an EF3 tornado, worked out perfect, had an afternoon free, went to Western Oklahoma, got the job done, came home. That's perfect for me. Still get to do what I love. It's a passion and a hobby now. It's not my job anymore.
Yeah. So when they have those Arkansas days that they're predicting them, are you out on the road looking for them? Or are you behind the screens kind of watching the?
Yeah, no, man.
What do you?
This last spring was my first full-time spring here, sitting where you see me now at the office, doing live radar coverage, wall-to-wall coverage, tornado warnings. There's days that I wish I could still be out there because that's really what I love to do. But I have found that being here with a stable internet connection and good quality video screen, radar coverage, I feel like it does better to serve the people than getting a cool tornado video. Just my thoughts.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. There's something to that. But anyway, we'll get off the storm talk for now. You probably get enough of that.